Hi, lovely Libras. This is going to be your timeless reading. Whenever you get it is when you need it. Today I have the Light Seers Tarot for you. So let's see what messages you get. And I just realized, even though I'm not going to re-record them again, that I forgot my Yeti wasn't working right, and I fixed it thanks to Eve's advice. And I forgot to change it, so I kind of sound like a robot in the other two ones, but whatever. It's okay. You can still understand me. Alright, Libra. What messages do we have for Libra? Wow. So I accidentally put reversals in this. But I guess it kind of makes sense. So the first thing to pop out was Two of Pentacles in reverse. And then Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And then, I shouldn't say womp, sorry. Nine of Cups in reverse. But then Five of Cups upright. So I think that's kind of obvious message. A stroke of bad luck. Things not working out in your favor. Being unable to juggle a lot of stress. That's definitely what I'm getting there. Yeah. So this is something in the past, I believe, because of this Five of Cups. There's a bit of this longing and looking and reflecting. And maybe this kind of also gives me like the energy of like numbing in some way, like drowning your sorrows and your vice of choice, watching too much TV, drinking an extra glass of wine, just whatever your vice is. So first, I'm getting, there was some kind of stressful situation here. You had too much on your plate, and it all kind of fell down. This is interesting, because it's like a purse, and then the ghost purse. You know what this is giving me the idea of? Like leaving a job for different potential, but the potential not quite panning out with this Wheel in reverse and Nine of Cups in reverse. Like you haven't gotten the reward. Look at that treasure down there. Yeah. You didn't get your reward. But what is this really telling me here? This Wheel in reverse. It's like you felt called to do this thing. And in some ways it was meant to, but it's almost like, when I turn this up, there's this light in the dark. You might be not seeing your desired outcome because you haven't learned to see both sides of your situation yet. Like, if your situation sucked, fair enough. But did you understand the ways in which you made it suck more? That sounds so harsh. I'm sorry. But like the good things, I should say, not like you did anything to actually make your situation worse, but like your already stressed state made it like impossible for you to see anything positive in the situation at all, which kind of like worsen the situation is maybe what I'm actually getting at. Like your mind made it worse. Not that you actually did anything to make it worse, but who knows? You know, you would know. I'm not here to accuse you though. Let me see. Let me split this deck. So there's Page of Pentacles in reverse and these two cards. Let's see. Nine of Wands and the Devil. So I will say this does seem to say to me, like, the things that you didn't see was your own repeated patterns. And that looks like mental anguish there. pulling the strings, like your own ways that you kind of closed yourself off to others and other situations, assuming that they were always going to end up bad. And it's like until that changed in you, your circumstances weren't going to change. So even if things are better now, even if things are better now, there's this idea that you might run into similar problems just based on not integrating that lesson of how much your mindset really factors in and how much you might be kind of ignoring your shadow side. Like if you had the tendency to kind of think negatively about others or situations, or really be kind of defensive or standoffish to the point where you kind of hindered what was going on for you. I guess also this wheel being in reverse means you can't just keep trying to change your situation in hopes of something better happening. Like at some point you're going to have to change what's inside of you, because it's like this being in reverse, it's saying like you're not going to get some magical wish come true in this situation. There's definitely like a deeper lesson, and maybe a little or a lot of bit of self-love is in order, kind of understanding the side of you that maybe doesn't want to accept anything less than what you think you deserve, especially if this is like relationship, maybe even if it's anything. Well, honestly, you're a Libra, you're ruled by Venus. So I feel like you expect, even on like some deeper level, maybe not consciously, to enjoy every part of your life. Like there's probably a part of you is like, why can't I love my job? Why can't I love doing chores? Just anything, the things in your life, at the very least, I would say relationship, home, and your job are things that you really believe you should enjoy. And maybe that's not something you're consciously aware of. It's, what is that? What is that word? Hedonistic, right? And that has a bit of a negative connotation, like enjoying the moment is reckless and irresponsible. But if you have that side of you, you can't deny it. Even if it's part of your shadow, you can't deny it. You have to love that side of you that doesn't believe that you have to suffer through life. Like it is, if that's your calling, is if that's what you feel deep down, then the more that you try to hide it or the more you try to deny it, the more it's going to keep popping up, and kind of, it's going to almost be impossible to even enjoy a neutral situation because the minute neutral, based on just regular circumstance slips into negative, you're gonna like lose it. You're not going to be able to handle it because you're already working at a lower baseline because you're not enjoying it. So I think there's something in you where if you're kind of stuck at your job, or you really want your relationship, but you're just going through a rough patch, there's a part of you who has to like recognize that baseline and maybe do other things. Like if work sucks, make sure you're going to the spa more. If your relationship is on the rocks, then, politely tell, I wouldn't say the rocks, but if you're going through a rough patch, politely tell your partner, hey, I think I'm just stressed right now. You don't have to say, I think you suck right now, but I think I'm kind of stressed right now. I need to spend time with my friends, or I just need a weekend to hang out with myself or my family, or just whatever, I think by really honoring that part of yourself that wants to enjoy life, that wants your wishes to come true, you're going to struggle less when you're going to take it less personally, less hard when things don't go the way that you want them to. And then also just make magic in other areas of your life. What are some places you do have control over? What are some places like you absolutely control, like your home and how you decorate it, the food you cook? Just try to find that ways where you can make your own magic and make your own enjoyment, and kind of like just kind of make that baseline a little bit higher by making the other parts of your life even more enjoyable, to kind of make up for the fact that, you know, work is not great, or your relationship's not great, or your family's not great, just school's not great, just like whatever thing that keeps dragging you down and making you, you know, feel sad about your life. You know, you can't just let the one thing, or it's not even the one thing. I mean, maybe it is one thing. Either way, you can't let the big disappointment in one area make you, just sour you on everything else. And I think that's kind of the big message here. But, you know, the answer is self-love at the end of the day. I really believe it's about not shaming yourself for any kind of hedonistic, I just really want to love life, you know, feelings deep inside. Like, embrace that part of yourself and be really luxurious in some area that you have like absolute control of, that doesn't do any harm. It doesn't do anything. Like, buy like ridiculous fuzzy slippers, buy yourself a nice piece of jewelry, you know, bake a really amazing cake, just anything. And heck, do it like once a week. Bake a cake or something, you know, within reason, just whatever. Bake a cake once a week. Yeah, that might not work out. But anyway, I think that's the key. Like, really up your enjoyment and live in the moment. And that's the key thing. Live in the moment. When you're eating that cake or you're wearing that beautiful piece of jewelry, don't think, oh, but if only work didn't suck, you know. Don't think about those things. Don't ruin your enjoyment by thinking about what could be going better in other parts of your life. Yeah, Eight of Wands on this split. So it's like really kind of, this is really giving me like move forward and just live in the moment. Enjoy the moment as it is. So I'm going to pull these crystal cards for you and see what you get there. Crystal wisdom. All right, got Hedonite. So it's a nice green stone. Hopefully you can see it's green. Can you see? It says, gratitude. I am grateful, and this loving energy fills every single cell of my being. Well, you don't have to force yourself to feel grateful if you're actually feeling like crap. But in those times that you are allowing yourself to enjoy, yes, just feel it. Like, I am so happy for this moment. I appreciate this moment. Then citrine. Abundance. Let's see. It's so random when it decides, okay, I'm aligned at all times with the abundant energy of the universe. This powerful energy flows through me into every aspect of my life. So it really is a lot about mindset, you know, mindset here, not about what you actually get. Let's see, Brazilianite. I've never seen Brazilianite ever. And I went to a giant crystal shop in New York, like a very famous one. Flexibility. I am flexible. Whoa. And free to be me. Yes, that's self-love. Be you. Be you, Libra Queen. It's not going to focus. I'm sorry. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that reading. Thank you.